Welcome to Neighborhood Mechanic. We got a charger. I'm going to replace the entire front suspension on this car. Customer brought it in. He wants to replace the upper control arm, the forward control arm, center control arm, sway bar links, inner and outer tie rod ends. So we're going to replace this tie rod end and this entire inner tie rod end. And to get to the bolts for the upper control arm, they're not from here because those right here are your locking points. So you can open the fasteners. And if you try to open from here, you might have to bend this back and then open it, but the fastener will spin on the other side. So to get to those bolts, you have to come up here. On the driver's side, you got to remove the reservoir tank by removing 1 and 2 bolts. Once you do that, lift the tank up, and you can see the bolt right there. To get to the bolt back here, we have to remove this entire cowl cover. To do that, you got to remove the wiper blades. You can't take them off. This one too. After you do that, you're going to remove all these plastic clips to get this plastic out. Once you get all the clips off, lift it and get it out of your way. So we get the ECU out of the way to get access to the back bolt here. So the upper control arm, the hardest part is getting these bolts out from behind the strut assembly. Now, if this strut's been replaced with aftermarket unit, then you would notice the coil size is larger than the factory one. The factory coil size is a little bit slimmer to make room for these bolts. So from what I can tell, this was either replaced with aftermarket. So what we're going to do is you have to guide this out slowly, and if you can't, you got to replace the strut assembly, remove the strut assembly to get to them. Anyway, once you get past that, install a new one, put a bolt in, tighten it up to hold your entire assembly by this control arm before we start removing the bottom parts. To get to this bolt, there's a cover back here. You're going to go with an extension, take this out. Then to get to this bolt for the main control arm, it's right behind the sway bar assembly mount. You got to remove the mount. Then you get to this Allen bolt, and you need an Allen head for this. Get to that bolt, take that out. Right here, outer tie rod end, and this control arm, slide it out. And then we only got left is main control arm and a ball joint. I'm going to pop this out, remove it. Before I do any of this, I just want to make sure that it's not stuck anywhere there. And then you can open this bolt, hammer it, take it out. Then take out your ball joint, install a ball joint, put a control arm in, and then install the rest of the parts. So once you take your control arm out, the little ball joint has a clip at the bottom, C-clip. You got to remove that and push the ball joint up. You can also use entices here and use actual ball joint puller to pull this out. In my case, I'm not able to do it because customer brought me wrong parts. So I'm forced to put original one back in. But this is your sway bars, tie rod ends, and all that removed. Upper control arm installed. And to remove the bolt, you can push the spindle like that to get to the bolt. Because if you have a little bit angled, you cannot get to the fastener. Here we go. We got the upper control arms, ball joints, forward upper control arm, the ball joint for that, tie rod end, sway bar link, mounted and tightened. You do have to remove this sway bar cover to get to the bolt for this control arm. So customer had bought 2 of the wrong parts. Main control arm is wrong and the lower ball joint is wrong, so we'll be replacing it at another time. But I did show you how to remove and install that. Make sure all your wiring is installed. This right here is an ABS, and if you did get it out of the mounting clip, push it back into the clip. We don't want it rubbing against the tire when you're driving, so Double check your work, make sure everything is tightened and torqued down. You also make sure you install these pins, otherwise when the customer goes for alignment, they would not do an alignment until you install these pins. Well, that's the case right here in Washington. I don't know what state you're in. The upper control arm bolts you're going to tighten from here and from there. Then we're going to tighten this reservoir tank and put the shield back up. There's a bolt sticking out and we're all set. The reason I removed these bolts is because when I put my ratchet on it, try to ratchet it, it keeps touching here. So I took the bolt, raise it up, and I'm able to ratchet it nice and easy. So you can remove or not, it's up to you. I really appreciate you guys watching it. Thank you so much. Hopefully this has helped you to understand what it takes to remove and replace your suspension, upper control arm, lower control arms, tie rod ends, and so on. Good luck with your work. You do need impact tools. I mean, I don't know. You might be able to get away without using impact tools, but it requires more labor. But it is doable. You do need some time. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. See you in the next one. Take care. Bye.